platform, StackUp. So I'm sure you've heard of courses such as like Udemy or Coursera, where learners are required to pay to then enroll in the course. However, at StackUp, we flip that model. Instead of paying to learn, instead you can come to our platform, you can learn and earn at the same time. So at StackUp, we aim to bridge developers currently building on Web 2 onto Web 3, all while also providing developers with equal opportunities globally and reward you for your time. So at StackUp, there are 3 core elements, which are the learn, earn, and network. What makes StackUp a bit different from platforms is that we gamify the overall learning experience. Instead of going on YouTube, watching a 15-hour course on how to learn React, or like navigating through different Medium guides, we have packaged our content into a series of quests. So learners instead progress through our quests, and by the end of the quest, you'll be able to master React. Not only that, we also have the earn element. So if you participate in quests, you stand a chance to get rewarded for a potential reward pool. The network element is that we have a vibrant developer community on our Discord, so you can interact with like-minded devs, even ask questions like, why did I face this issue? How did I get started? How do I install React on my terminal? Furthermore, on StackUp, we have designed learning pathways. So learning pathways are essentially curated quests by us, designed to help you master a tech domain of your interest. So currently, these are some examples. We have the web development pathway, Web 3 knowledge pathway, and Web 3 development pathway. So what can you expect from a web development pathway? Will be like the basics of JavaScript, basics of React, working with front-end libraries such as like Tailwind CSS, and eventually becoming an aspiring full-stack developer. For Web 3 knowledge, we'll be introducing people totally new to Web 3. That'll be like teaching them what is a blockchain, what are the benefits of a blockchain, how do I create my wallet, how do I fund my wallet with some test tokens. The Web 3 development pathway will be something more technical, and then we'll be introducing learners the basics of Solidity, writing a smart contract, and eventually building a dApp. We also have a data science pathway for aspiring developers to pick up Python and eventually transition them to build their own machine learning models. So to provide even more practical experience to our learners, we even collaborate with leading Web 3 protocols. So these are some of our examples. We have worked with Avalanche, Circle, Filecoin, and even Hedera. So what can you expect from this campaign is that, let's say for example in Circle, we introduced our learners to the suite of Circle APIs, which enabled learners to introduce payments to the application. We even collaborated with Filecoin, and we taught learners how to use IPFS powered by the Filecoin network. So these are our StackUp partnership is ever growing. So these are the current partners that we have worked with. The more recent ones would be Immutable and Sui. So Immutable is a designated gaming chain designed to bring Web3 gaming mainstream. So in this campaign, learners actually got to create gaming assets in the form of NFTs. For Sui is a layer 1 blockchain. So it's a layer 1 blockchain centered around objects. And in this campaign, we teach our learners how to actually build something and code something in the Sui Move programming language. And then once they have mastered the concept, then they will then get to build their first smart contract and eventually build a dApp. So this is a typical campaign overview. So we assume that our learners have no prior knowledge in anything. So we start them off in a very beginner level. So we introduce them the protocol, the blockchain, getting them to set up their development environment, teaching them the basic programming syntax. Then we transition them from a beginner to intermediary stage, such as how do you write my first smart contract, how do I deploy it on the blockchain, how do I interact with my smart contract. And then the highlight of our campaign will be the advanced stage at the end. So learners will actually get to build something and deploy it on the blockchain. So this will be like your working project or like a capstone project that learners can actually put on their GitHub repository after a campaign. So a simple walkthrough of our platform. So how do you get started? You can head over to our website app.stackup.dev. So this is how it looks like. If you click on sign up, then you can also scan. If you want to follow along, you also can scan the QR code with the access code GeekCamp. So you should be brought, after scanning this QR code, you should be brought to the sign up page. So once you have signed up for an account, this is how our typical platform will look like. So if you click on our campaigns tab, this will be the live campaigns happening at the moment. So a learner can participate in any campaign of their choice. So if you click on view campaigns, in each campaign, there will be multiple quests that a learner can participate in. So after clicking on View Campaign, then this is the quest view. So learners will start off from quest 1 and eventually make their way through. So we start off with very beginner-friendly content and eventually get them to progress to the advanced stage of our campaign. Then, if I click on View Quest, this is how a typical quest view will look like. You get to view the potential reward pool, the quest overview, quest duration, as well as the quest details. So learners will work their way through to the end of the quest. So at the end, we often have this quest submission. So this is how a learner actually get rewarded. So let's say I have to build a smart contract and upload it to my GitHub repository. So what we'll expect them to do is to submit their GitHub repository link. And then if the submission has meets the deliverable, we'll then reward them accordingly. So if you are rewarded, your rewards will be reflected under your profile tab. So now that I've covered the learn and earn elements, another feature on our platforms that makes us unique would be bounties. So you can think of Quest as a very hand-guided learning experience where we guide you in a step-by-step basis. So bounties, on the other hand, is on the other spectrum, is open-ended and is designed to be more difficult. However, the reward pool is much higher, and the main objective of bounties is to allow learners to take the key takeaways from the quest and apply it into our bounties. So most recently, we have partnered with Google Cloud to release a bounty challenge, whereby learners actually are challenged to actually use Google Cloud services to run an Ethereum validator node. So other forms of bounties live on our platform will be the wallet integration tutorial. So currently, most of our Web3 applications are using MetaMask. So we challenge learners, how do I build and design a better user experience instead of just solely connecting to MetaMask. So some examples will be using like the Rainbow wallet or like a Magic Link, so that learners do not actually have to create a wallet to interact with the application, but can instead sign in using social login. So yeah, so today, StackUp has over 150,000 developers spanning over 100 over countries. So if you do like to be a part of our community, here are some of the relevant social links and QR code once again to sign up. So to conclude, we also have this Dev Hangouts that's happening on October. So if you're interested in generative AI stuff or like get to interact with like-minded devs in this space, this is another community event that we have live currently now. So in this, you get to first-hand experience working with the Sincere API, so you can distinguish between like AI generated and human generated work. We'll also discuss some of the problems with generative AI and introduce you how to interact with the Sincere API. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for your time.